Oh, a very lovely morning, folks, and welcome to another day in paradise, as people who love life like to say. Today is the end of the second week. Are we going to see something spectacular today? Are we going to see something spectacular inside this court? Is the jury are they going to deliver today? We don't know, but let me start by saying that image of the jurors that you saw on the thumbnail is AI generated. Okay, so those are not the real jurors, but there are 11, 4 men and 7 women. Today is a big day. Not that they have promised, not that we know that they're going to deliver, come back with a verdict, but today is a big day, and I'm going to come back to that very shortly. Well, yesterday they had a full day, a full day of deliberations. Just two things that the judge said to them. They had the hot sworn in the morning, and then also at the end of the day. But after the morning session, after taking the oath in the morning, the judge told them, said, look, something without wanting to put them under pressure, says she's not going to put them under pressure, still reminded them that they were free to take as much of their time as possible. But she told them, one of you has an holiday booked and won't be available from Monday. So she told them, if we do not hear anything today, if there is no verdict returned today, there will be, the jury will be on break for 2 weeks, all because one of them has a holiday booked. This was booked before the trial started. Because, when you're taking jury service, when you're taking up jury service, you have to fill the dates which you won't be available, and nobody envisaged that the jury were going to be out for 2 weeks. That person, that member of the jury, had already booked their holiday from January, because they had to indicate that in the forms when they were taking up this appointment to be on the jury service. They had to indicate whether they had holiday booked or days they won't be available. So since January, that person had indicated that they were not going to be available from the 1st of June for 2 weeks. So yesterday, the judge told the jurors, we already knew, but the judge told the jurors yesterday that one of you has a holiday booked, but she told them, I don't want to put you under pressure. You are at liberty. Take as much time as you like. All I'm saying to you is that if by the end of today, you have not reached your verdict, I'm going to discharge you for 2 weeks. You're going to go on break for 2 weeks and then come back after that. So that the reason is that I think the jurors, they want to be together. But not only that, the judge does not want to put them under pressure to say, look, one of you is going on holiday, won't be available from Monday, so you need to give us your verdict. No, she told them, one of you is going on holiday, one of you won't be available for 2 weeks from Monday. All I'm going to do, if you do not return, if you don't have anything by the end of today, you're going to go on 2 weeks break. So that means on Monday, assuming we're taking one day at a time, assuming by the end of today, by the end of this week number 2, there is no verdict from the jury, they will be on holiday. As I mentioned before, these are some of the things which have made people to say the jury trial needs reform. Just look at it. If there's no verdict today, one member of the jury is going on holiday again, through no fault of theirs, because they had this booked and they had indicated when they were filling the dates they won't be available in January. They had indicated that they weren't going to be available from the 1st of June. Nobody knew that we will still be here by 1st of June. And today is the last working day of May. So if they are not, nobody knew we will still be here 2 weeks after the jury had been sent out. So we don't know. But today is really, really unpredictable. We don't know whether that has put the jurors under pressure by themselves. But the judge made it clear to them, look, you are not under any pressure. All she told them is that if nothing, in fact, she didn't even mention the verdict. She just said, if we don't hear from you by today, we're going to take a break for 2 weeks, and then we come back second week or middle of June when that juror who is set to go on holiday, pre-booked holiday, when that juror will have finished the holiday wherever they're going, and then they come back. So that is one big factor. It might be yesterday, it might have been a tipping point. We don't know. We were discussing, but nobody knows because still the jurors, they didn't show any sign. They didn't say anything. All we saw them only 2 times in the court. In the morning, just after 10:30, when they came, they took the oath. Is a daily thing. Every day they appear in court, they take the oath to say, look, they have not discussed with anybody. They have not researched the story. They have not spoken to themselves. So they took that oath yesterday morning, and nothing till 4 p.m. when they came back, took the oath again. Before then, of course, in the morning, the judge already told them that, they will be discharged. We're going to have a 2-week break today, if nothing. So that was it. They went home, and before they left, the judge reminded them, remember the rules. Don't search up the story. Don't discuss with anybody. Don't speak to yourselves until you come back today. And today, like last Friday, like last week, instead of the normal 9:30 to 1:30 for a Friday, today we are going full. It's a long day. So the judge, despite wanting this job to finish on time, is not putting them under pressure. And the jurors themselves, they have said today they are willing to do a long day. Instead of 9:30 to 2 to 1:30, they are starting at 10:15 this morning, and they are going to close at 4 p.m. But today being that big day, knowing that if nothing happens today, they are going on 2-week break. We don't know whether they are going to deliver. As I said, and nobody in court actually knows. The judge doesn't know. The barristers do not know. The solicitors do not know. The defendant, nobody knows where exactly they are. The judge wasn't inclining to ask them to find out where you should just say, take as much time as you like. And that is why even for the member of the jury who is going on holiday from Monday, she just said, look, we're going to break. If there is nothing today, we're going on 2-week break. So from Monday and then the upper Monday and then the upper week. So that is where we are. It's really, really, really unpredictable. One day is a very long time in politics, as they say, and in a jury trial, in a criminal trial, in a bribery complex trial like this that has taken more than 10 years to come to trial. One single day is a long day. One day can change everything. Today might be the finale. As they say in boxing, one blow can change everything. Today, that information that the judge told them yesterday, that today we're going on 2-week break, could that be a tipping point? Are they determined to speed things up and bring this trial to an end and deliver a verdict today? Nobody knows. Only the 11 people who are in that jury know where exactly they are, and only them know where exactly they are, and only them know what their strategy are. Nobody knows. They are, of course, they cannot talk to anybody. They cannot talk to the counsel. They can't talk to the barrister. The only thing they can do is come back to the judge if they are stuck. And we have been wondering, is it so complex? Are they stuck? If they are stuck, all they needed to have done was to ask a question. But apart from that jury note of last week, Thursday, nothing has been seen, nothing has been heard from the jurors, except they come in the morning, do their work, put in the day's work, leave at 4 p.m. That's all we've been seeing. And this is the end of week number 2. But today is still a very long day. Like I said, the day is starting 10:15. Ordinarily, Friday start at 9:30 to 1:30. But they today are committed to putting the extra hours to do the overtime. So that's why today we are starting 10:15 and they're ready to go the long day and putting the hours till 4 p.m. But between 10:15 and 4 p.m., we don't let's not even think of the break, because one day is a very long day. You don't think beyond the day. Let's not think beyond today. So if anything happens, of course, today, I'll be right back to break the news for you. We don't know, but today could be that day that everybody has been waiting for. Today could be the end of this long, over 10 years, 11 years investigation and trial that ended up here. The day could be anything. Is very, very unpredictable. Nobody knew yesterday, for instance, at Roland Garros that Jannik Sinner was going to run out of energy. So we don't know the energy of this jury, whether they still have enough to deliver today or they just want to see the day, they just want to just pass time and then let today go, and then they go on that 2-week break until the end of the day before we know exactly whether we're going to take a break or whether before the hour of 4 p.m. we are going to hear that announcement that the jurors in courtroom number 2, they have a verdict. We don't know until then, so watch this space. If anything happens, around and break the news for. But if not, most probably it's going to be 2 weeks from Monday, because as I've mentioned, one juror has an holiday booked, and the judge has said because of that, 10 people will not be sitting. That is one very bad thing with the jury law. If one is not there, the others don't sit. As one person will be going on holiday on Monday, the remaining 10 jurors cannot sit. So, but as I mentioned, one day is a very long time. So we wait until the end of the day. So take care, enjoy your day, and then thank God it's Friday.